there, he's got away. Saved! Somehow the keeper kept it out.
Well, hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Panenka Show. I'm your host, Carlos Brathwaite. I want to give a shout out to my boy Branch. He told me since I start doing the Panenka Show, he realized I got more plaid shirts than Al from Home Improvement. Anyways, tonight's guest, we have Tyrion Brown. What's up, Tyrion?
Hey, cool, man. Hey, cool.
And we have Russell back again. Good, Russell.
Yeah, good night.
All right, we're going to start with reviewing today's match. First game, Argentina-Belgium. Argentina defeated Belgium, 1-0. A Higuain quick strike right off of the bat, and that ultimately gave the Argentines the win. No Messi dependency here, guys. What's your thoughts on the game?
Personally, I think that in football, the elements of luck throughout the game, I guess that you can't actually win based on class or actual skill all the time. And there was an element of luck today in the way that the ball fell on Higuain. It was a very good finish by the way, but it was lucky the way that he got the ball, because the pass that the Murray play was intended, I think, for Zabaleta was made.
Yeah, I understand.
Just deflecting and fell onto Higuain, but that's not one thing finish.
That strike really caught Company and Van Boyten off guard, man. It was very quick thinking.
I must say it caught Justy two of them off guard. It actually caught the goalkeeper off guard too, because he didn't even move.
Yeah.
It was clinical, opportunist, signs of
A great striker. Yeah.
I think after that, I would think that it was a strike that, or a goal that Higuain actually needed, because I think that through the World Cup, thus far he's been relatively poor. Put in a lot of mediocre performances. And he's on the field, but if you, besides seeing him and knowing that he's there, you wouldn't actually know he's on the field based on his performances. I think that it was a much needed goal for Higuain.
Okay, and much needed team performance from Argentina. Didn't need Messi to play a through ball or Messi to give a wonder strike to give them the win in the end. So a good all-round team performance from the Argentines.
I think Argentinians performed well. On top of that, I think the Belgians were really poor. That actually made it a lot easier for Argentina to progress. Belgians didn't really give anything going forward. I think they only had like 3 shots on target for the entire game, something like that. And yeah, very disappointing based on what they did previously against USA.
Yeah, true.
They had loads and loads of opportunities. I think they were very, very, very poor.
Okay, and unfortunately, another star player out of the World Cup in Di Maria. He, in a kind of freakish fashion, he went to do the strike, and I think he tore a muscle or something like that. And Di Maria is out for the World Cup. So how big a miss will Di Maria be for the Argentines?
I think it's going to be a huge miss actually, because Di Maria is the type of player that's all over the park. He's involved in almost every play. And besides Messi within the Argentina team, he looks like the only other individual that really takes up the ball and tries to make something happen with it. I'm kind of critical of the way Argentina has played this World Cup. I think that when watching them, there's not enough off the ball runs within the actual starting 11 for me. I think that if you watch Argentina, majority of the players stand up and actually watch the players on the ball and assume that they can probably make something happen or beat a player, but everyone is just walking in the field, just watching. The ball, they're making the runs, trying to get in behind, trying to open up space for the player on the ball to actually create something and make something happen. So persons like Messi now, he's got to take out the ball and actually work harder than I think he actually needs to try and make something happen for the team. So I haven't been impressed with Argentina this World Cup. So
I think that is mainly because the team has Messi. They're always looking for Messi to do the magical, and I guess the rest of the players kind of like slack off to say, okay, well, all the responsibility is on Messi, so you know.
Yeah, but when you got a player like that, you're a team. Most of the time, a coach's instructions will be to get the ball to him. If you get what I'm saying, so you don't think that's like kind of how they react, like get the ball to Messi, or will probably just, you know, because he's going to take it and he's going to beat like 3 players and score 1 goal, and you know.
But on the other hand, I personally don't think that's the best tactic. if you could get other players into the game, we all know that Argentina has a very fearful front line of attack. If you could get other players to be on the ball and create stuff other than Messi, it frees up space for Messi, allowing him to probably further create damage for the opponents. But
yeah. Okay, let me go on to the Belgians. As you said, a very disappointing performance. Hazard again, not really proving the player that he is for Chelsea. Just stuck out wide, and really nothing happened for him today. Had to be hauled off later on in the game. We all thought of his performance.
I think Hazard has really underperformed for the entire tournament so far. He didn't really live up to the expectations of the fans and the team. And also Lukaku, coming on to the end of the game, he had a wonderful chance.
Oh yeah.
For some reason, he tried to square back the ball rather than shoot.
So do you think that was a sign of low confidence to do that, rather than just?
I don't know if I would call it low confidence. I guess.
he was just hurrying the play.
Yeah, I guess he was so surprised that he got to the actual chance. When he got there, he just didn't know what to do. He was in two minds. Because you see, he went to shoot, but then he saw the defender, so he took another touch, and then realized, well, can't shoot from here now. So
he got a lot to somebody.
That basically killed the play.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Lukaku, he had a wonderful substitutes appearance against the US. He got the goal and the assist, but the court still went with Origi today. You think that's a mistake that backfired, or Origi was the man today? Because Origi too had a poor game. So you think if they had went with Lukaku starting, things would have been a bit different? I know a shoulda, woulda, coulda, but what do y'all think of that?
I think Lukaku started would have made much of a difference, because clearly when he made his substitute appearance today, he wasn't much better. And then Belgium switched this one tactic, just launching everything down to the taller players, trying to get something. I think they lacked composure, and it was never working. And the Argentines, I don't want to say they dealt with it comfortably, but you could say it was under control. They hardly threatened playing that way, and I think for the attacking players they have, I just know like that would want football.
Yeah, get on the carpet and play. Yeah. Okay. We'll take a quick break here. And we'll be back with more of the Panenka show, where we will be reviewing Netherlands, Costa Rica. Stay tuned.
Oh, he's in the clear, he's got away. Saved! Somehow the keeper kept it out.
And welcome back to the Panenka show, your World Cup review series. We'll be reviewing Netherlands, Costa Rica, 0-0, but went down to extra time and eventually penalties where the Dutch overpowered the Costa Ricans. This one went down to the wire. The Costa Ricans really put out a fight for the Dutch, and they should leave with their heads held high. What do you guys thought of their performance?
Well, I would agree with you saying that the Costa Ricans should actually hold their head high. Throughout the tournament, I mean, they haven't been exactly dynamic in attack, scoring plenty of goals, but honestly, there's not a game that I could actually recall throughout the World Cup that you could actually say Costa Rica was dominated or really bullied. We all know that they won a difficult group, which no one probably expected. Previously, if someone was to bring that bet to me that Costa Rica would win that group, I would bet. And I would have nothing. But for a CONCACAF team that relatively unknown to the world scene, I would honestly say that the coach and the players should be proud of their performances. And
but I thought you say that they shouldn't, or are you saying that they should?
Right, they should.
Oh, I thought you were saying that they shouldn't. Oh,
I think they are very proud, because as most people would have expected them to finish last in the group and gone to the group stage.
Myself included.
One group, myself too, but they came up, proved everyone wrong. They actually got to the quarterfinals, and they almost made it to the semis too. Yeah. Because coming out the extra time, I think is Urania. He had a shot that was saved, and if that had gone in, the Dutch should have gone home.
Yeah, true. And this seemed to be a match of the keepers. Navas put in an excellent performance to keep the Dutch at bay. And also we saw that late tactical switch where Van Gaal took out the number one keeper just to bring in Tim Krul for the penalties. Genius there.
I've never actually seen that happen.
Yeah.
I was very shocked, I would say. I was telling myself this is either a very stupid move.
Yeah, or a pure genius move, yeah.
It turned out to be a genius move because he saved two.
Yeah.
The penalties, two very good saves.
Yeah, true.
Well, if it got to that, when I saw the switch, I was saying it's a very good tactic because anyone that watches the Premier League knows that Tim Krul is a very good penalty stopper. Even though he's not number one, in my opinion, he should be for the Dutch, but clearly Van Gaal favors the number one keeper, like not sure. So
yeah.
So I think it was a top move. I hope that when he comes to Manchester United in the future, this is more tactics like that.
Bring on Lindegaard for the get.
I think my fans have a lot to look forward to in the coming season. Van Gaal has showed that he's very tactically aware. I don't think the Dutch has put up the same starting 11 in back-to-back games for the entire tournament. So it really shows that he does his homework with the opposition, and they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Okay. Navas, he going out with Costa Rica, but still, I think he could get the Golden Gloves because I think they only, they only conceded 2 goals. And based on today's performance, I mean, wow, just saves all around. There's only 2 that really beat him and both hit the post. I think both was Schneider shots. Yeah, but Navas, Golden Gloves, you think?
I think he is definitely a candidate for the award. There's still some more games to go, so you never know how the awards may play out. But I think he's definitely a candidate. And he'll be one to watch in this transfer window coming up too.
Yeah, okay. The Joe Campbell he was the one to watch to give that some problems, but he got hauled early in the game. That was another tactical move by the Costa Rica manager. I think he took him off for another forward.
For the same Urania.
Yeah, same Urania. But that kind of work, or you could have kept him on, just to give the defense a bit more trouble later on in the game. You would have kept him on, Tyrion?
Well, it was a surprising move for me. I personally was shocked. I think that for majority of World Cup viewers would have liked to see Joe Campbell continue the game, seeing that how much he's impressed so far. He's the star player for the Costa Rican team, but I guess that the coach saw otherwise, chose to pull him off. I guess it worked for him because at the end of the day, I think that going into the game, Costa Rica probably were playing to get the penalties and probably figured that if they couldn't get a goal against the Dutch, that was the next best way to beat them. So I guess they actually achieved the goal that the tactics they went out today were set for, but they fell short at the end of the day.
Okay. And the Dutch attack, Robin was kept at bay a lot of times. Van Persie had that easy chance. Just swing at it, flew in. Yeah.
Before I wanted to be a bit controversial about the Navas and the Golden Glove. I think that the Dutch were not clinical at all today in the finishing. I think that the amount of chances they produced, for me, they were throwing the ball almost straight at Navas in areas that he could actually make an actual stop. I think that with better finishing, I think that the Dutch could have easily buried Costa Rica today. But
so with Argentina up next for the Dutch, that forward line has to be on their game because RVP hasn't really done anything since the Australia game. Without the 1 goal, but they really gotta be on par, as I should say, for against the Argentines. If not, they could be on their way home too.
The thing about the Dutch is where one person fails to perform, somebody actually steps up to the plate, and I think we saw that Snyder had a wonderful game today.
Yeah, that's true.
He post twice. Very unlucky. But in the penalties, I actually thought that Costa Rica were going to win when they came out to the penalties. But the Dutch really showed their class with the penalties, because all the penalties were very
well taken, yeah.
I thought Costa Rica was going to win. I honestly didn't see that.
Some of the guys' Costa Rican body language seemed a bit
I don't
slumpy
think
and
that,
thing.
like the Costa Ricans were going to be twice lucky in the penalty shootout. I honestly didn't believe that. As I said on a previous show, that I believe that this game would have been the end of the road for Costa Rica. I think that mentally and physically they're tired bodies and tired minds, and I think that they've made it as far as they possibly could. And my prediction hasn't been proven wrong.
Okay. And on that note, we'll be back with more of the Panenka show, where we will be previewing the semis. So stay tuned.
Oh, he's in the clear, he's got away. Saved! Somehow the keeper kept it out.
And welcome back to the Panenka show. We'll be doing the semi-finals previews. Yeah, man, workout just going along. But first, semi-final preview, Brazil, Germany. Brazil will be without, obviously, Neymar and Thiago Silva, so they should give the Germans an upper hand. Who do y'all guys have for that matchup?
I have to go with Germany. I know a majority of persons, other than the Brazilian fans, who actually think that Germany has a chance, or has a real good chance, or not just a chance, but a really good chance of winning it. I firmly believe that without the qualities of Neymar within the team and giving them the driving force and attack, I don't see them actually breaking down that sturdy German defense. And I guess players like Willian will probably replace you. I can't see Willian playing the role within the team that Neymar actually produces from the Brazilians. So
Yeah, so
a
huge loss.
I think Scolari will probably go with Bernard to not to play the Neymar role, but to play that position. You'll probably have to change up the tactics altogether. I think it would be very hard for the Germans to beat Brazil, regardless of the absence of Neymar and Thiago Silva. And the reason I say that is because, one, Brazil is the home team, and I don't know if y'all have noticed, but when you play Brazil, you actually play against 14, 11 players and 3 officials. So it's going to be very hard for the Germans to overcome those numerical odds.
Oh, okay.
If I could add to that point though, even though that I believe that Germany will get over Brazil, I find that Brazil has another element on this side, and I think that is the actual passion of playing and wanting to win for the nation. If you watch a Brazilian game, it has much more atmosphere, and when the players score, you can actually see passion within.
Even when they sing the anthem, you can see.
They cut the music and the whole stadium
Still singing, yeah.
Till the end. And I think that even though they might actually lack the offensive quality to break down Germany, you never know the passion of wanting to win and wanting to bring it home for the host nation, actually getting them a step over Germany.
Oh, okay, so we're going with well, you're going with Germany, right? You're going to Germany.
Still,
I lean towards Brazil, but if Germany go through, I wouldn't really be that surprised. But based on what I've seen so far, I have to say that Brazil will probably edge Germany.
Okay. Well, I am going with Brazil, as we obviously know. The next semi-final, which will be Netherlands taking on Argentina, another very entertaining game. The Dutch, what can they do to break down the Argentines and stop Lionel Messi?
I think that only one question there is relevant. Clearly, you can't stop Lionel Messi. I think that within any team that he plays in, he's the difference. He's that good of a player. He possesses qualities that much other footballers currently lack. Or some have, some don't. But I think that it's going to be really hard to stop him. But I think the defense can be broken down, because I particularly don't feel that the Argentine defense is the more solid defense.
Yeah, true.
I don't even believe that the midfield is particularly that solid either. I think they're
very strong in attack. Yeah,
and the front line hasn't been exactly firing for them for the World Cup. I think majority of the games they're barely winning by the odd goal. So I think that if there's a team that can actually stifle them in attack, I think there's going to be a lot of problems for the Argentines. And if you can actually subtract Messi from the game, I think that Argentina is going to exit this World Cup.
Oh, wow. You share those statements, Russell?
Yeah, I agree. We've seen the tactical awareness of Van Gaal. He definitely is going to find a way to shut down Messi. Well, he's going to try. I'm not sure if he's going to do it. But if he is successful, then definitely we're going to see the exit of Argentina. Because it's going to take more than one goal to beat the Dutch.
True.
Definitely.
Okay. So, 2 Dutch wins here then?
I'm going to be controversial and say that I have a gut feeling that Argentina is going to win this World Cup. I don't want to be biased, but I don't want them to win personally. But there's just something about the results and the way that Argentina is continuing to progress, and for some reason, every obstacle in their way they seem to find a way to get past, even though they're not that fluid or fluent in attack. So, based on watching the Dutch, that's another team that is high in pedigree that hasn't impressed.
Besides against, I know they would have impressed against your team, Spain. I know they would have impressed you.
Furthermore, I only think that the Dutch went rampant on Spain due to the fact that was a really bad day in the office for Spain. I don't think that was. I don't know where the Spaniards went, but they look like Irish players or something to me. They didn't play the Spanish.
I think that game went that way because the Dutch were looking for blood. Came up with
revenge for the final.
They got exactly what.
And a team that was playing really poorly.
Okay, so all European final then we will see Germany, Netherlands.
No, I don't think it will be an all European final at all.
Germany, Argentina for me.
Germany, Argentina.
I have a sneaky feeling that if that's the final, I think Argentina can come away with it.
But
not to make a prediction too early,
but not to go on his. Sorry. You go ahead.
The opposite, I would say it's going to be a Brazil-Netherlands final. Strictly because Brazil are the home team, I can't not see them making the final. It'll be tough on the Dutch to make back-to-back finals and lose both, because I think if Brazil gets to the final, there's no stopping it.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Netherlands and Germany, they both have kind of what I'm trying to say, a reputation. Like when they get to these close stages, they kind of crumble. Especially Germany and then Netherlands.
The Germans tend to stumble at the last hurdle a lot.
Yeah.
Then what do you think about the Dutch then? Because that's all in Neverland. Cause
most finals appearance with Norway.
Can't ever seem to land the way the Dutch. So they're another team to be known for falling at the semi-final or final stage, right? I see this being a South American World Cup. Even if Brazil doesn't win it, I think it's being South American for sure.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see. Very two very entertaining games on display in 2 days' time. Yeah, so we'll be on a 2-day break. So during the 2-day break, make sure you watch a lot of the Panenka show. Guys, thanks for coming through again. I really appreciate it. And that's it for another edition of the Panenka show. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at the Panenka show, like on Facebook, the Panenka show. Like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. Send us an email, let us know how we're doing, thepanenkashow@gmail.com, and check out the blog, thepanenkashow.blogspot.com. I'm your host, Carlos Brathwaite, and see you next time.
Oh, he's in the clear, he's got away.